Hello beautiful blockchain people. Today let's analyze the price chart of Chainlink or just Link. The current price of one link is $15.86. This is the monthly chart or the monthly time frame. To be honest, we are very familiar with the price chart of Chainlink in the key or in the major time frames because I analyze it at least once or sometimes twice a month. So to some extent, we're very familiar with the different time frames and with this price chart. So let me remind you that last year the price skyrocketed in the first half of the year. Then in May we had this quite big candlestick, so we had a really very volatile month. After that the price declined. We had a hammer at the bottom of this decline. The price rebounded, and in November, when the whole cryptocurrency market started declining or started the ongoing correction, the price of Chainlink started declining as well. Since then, there has been mainly a sequence of bearish candlesticks with descending maximums and descending minimums. So to some extent, this was a bearish signal. I say this was a bearish signal because last month a very small bullish candlestick formed with a local high still below the previous one, confirming the continuation of the bearish pressure, but its local low was at the level, let's say approximately at the level of the previous candlestick or slightly above this candlestick or at the level of this candlestick. So that was an initial sign that the market is starting to support the price, and this is just a break, let's say, within this correction confirmed, consisting of mainly bearish candlesticks with descending maximums and descending minimums. So now we have some kind of relief after this solid bearish pressure. Nothing more. I don't want to say that we have a bullish signal in the monthly chart. Next, of course, this is the current candlestick. It has a local high at the level of the previous one. It is with a very small body that is within the level of the previous candlestick. That's why it just confirms the consolidation or the small break. Now let's have a look at the weekly chart. This is the weekly chart. We're also very familiar with the weekly chart of Chainlink. We had a solid price increase earlier last year, and then the price decline. Here we had something similar to a hammer. After that, the price rebounded and formed a sequence of two tops or local highs that were they were at almost the same level. So we had something like a double top here. So this is the first top, this is the second top. I used to talk about it and we were able to spot this double top. Now definitely we have to be really very cautious, because if we have a look at the recent local highs, we see a sequence of declining local highs and declining local lows. So this confirms the bearish pressure. That's why we have to be really very cautious. Okay, let's have a look at the recent candlesticks. We had a decline here that started in November after this shooting star or after the second, let's say, local high. Recently, the price has rebounded. We see that there is a sequence of three bullish candlesticks with higher lows and higher highs. However, the current candlestick, and today is Sunday, the last day of the week, has a bearish body. It completely covers the body of the previous candlestick, so we have a bearish engulfing, and probably at the end of the day we will see a confirmation of this bearish engulfing. So this is a bearish signal, and that's why we have to be really very cautious, because it's a potential let's say trend reversal signal. Theoretically, in our case, it's a potential, let's say, sign, or it's just a small signal that probably we may see some kind of correction. That's why we have to be really very cautious. Moreover, this bearish engulfing is at the level of this hammer and this hammer. That's why I would say that once again this hammer and this hammer hammer candlestick. That's why we have to be really very cautious within this range, because definitely at the moment this is some kind of resistance for the price of Chainlink. Let's see what happens. Of course, if the price overcomes this resistance, then we will receive a small potential bullish signal confirming the continuation of this rebound. Next, this is the daily chart. Let me remind you that we've been following this descending triangle. So that was the first wave, then the second wave, the third wave, the fourth wave. Let's hope that this is the fifth wave. So let's wait and see what happens. I just wanted to mention once again this triangle. But let me talk a little bit more about the key moving averages. So we have three key moving averages. The first one is for the period of 30 days or 1 month. The price has been below this moving average, or has been mainly below this moving average since the middle of November. Of course, during this rebound, the price was able to surpass the 30-day moving average. During the recent rebound, the price was able to surpass the 30-day moving average once again, but now we're consolidating at the 30-day moving average. That's why it's too early to claim that we're at the very beginning of a further, let's say, price decline. Let's wait and see what happens. This is some kind of support for the price, but it's still not enough for me to say that this is a bullish signal. Next, this is the 90-day moving average, or for the period of 3 months or 1 quarter. The price has been below this moving average since the middle of November as well. It faced resistance in January, and the price was not able to overcome this resistance. We see something similar at the moment. The price hit a couple of days ago the 3-month moving average or 1 quarter moving average, faced resistance, and now is declining. I would like to see the price above these two moving averages in order to say that yes, now we have a bullish signal. At the moment, we're still below these moving averages. That's why I will remain in wait and see mode. And this is the 1-year moving average. We're below this moving average. It is, let's say, not a positive signal. Because if we have a look at the price chart, let me remind you that during the solid price increase that started in the second half of 2020, the price has been mainly since then above the 1-year moving average, but now recently the price has declined and we're below this key moving average. That's why we have to be really very cautious. It's better for me to enter the market when the price is above all three key moving averages, and in addition we have a bullish moving average distribution. So something like this, when the 30-day moving average is at the top, then is the 3-month moving average, and at the bottom is the 1-year moving average. At the moment we're far away from such kind of bullish moving average distribution. That's why the most optimal scenario is consolidation, and I mean sideways movement. This will be the best scenario in the near future, but it's not a, let's say, uptrend renewal. So I will remain for now in wait and see mode. Next, let's have a look at the 4-hour chart. Okay, this is the 4-hour chart. This is our descending triangle. Let me hide it. Here we have this descending wedge. Of course, it's a descending narrowing wedge. To some extent, I mentioned this wedge in the weekly chart, where I highlighted that we have a sequence of lower highs and a sequence of lower lows. That's why we have to be really very cautious. It's a downtrend, but if the price exits this downtrend, then we will receive an initial bullish signal. And that's why I would like to mention that the 4-hour chart is really very important at the moment. We're at a crossroads. Let's wait and see what happens. Once again, if the price exits in the upward direction, of course, the descending wedge, then we will receive a potential small bullish signal, and this will be a sign that probably the rebound will continue further. But if the price cannot overcome the resistance coming from the upper line of this descending wedge and resumes the price decline, then definitely we have to be really very cautious because it will be just a continuation of the downtrend. So that's it for today, fellas, about the price chart of Chainlink. Please share your point of view as a comment below. Of course, I wish you a very wonderful day, good luck in the financial markets, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.